All right. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is, of course, the wildest of the guys, the Vegas. And I believe Darkwave is here joining us.
You mean you believe? We just spoke about 2 seconds ago off air.
Did we speak? Or were you imagining?
We spoke, I mentioned Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires.
Yes. I am genuinely curious to hear about that after we talk about our sponsor, Dynasty Warriors not so much. Sorry. Now, as you know, the Game Awards was a couple of days ago, as of this recording. Did you see anything on it?
What?
I said
the Game Awards. Anything on it?
Yeah, the Game Awards.
Yeah. What about it?
Yes. Did you think it was entertaining? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was about to say entertaining, but no, the Game Awards are never entertaining. They never have been, never will be.
The most entertaining thing about the Game Awards was, ironically, I don't believe I'm saying this, Sonic.
Yes.
And no, not the game, clowns. Not the game.
Yeah.
The movie.
The movie.
Specifically, Knuckles, because Knuckles. But.
All right. I guess we can talk about that first, because I want to save the Sonic Frontiers for last, because there's something I need to ask. Because I know somebody that may or may not work on this podcast that said, they have faith. But okay. The movie. What the fuck? That was entertaining. Remember what you was talking about the last time when you when we was talking about we did the review for Sonic 1, you was like the second one has to live up, because if that doesn't live up, it's going to the first one's going to go down, and so far it looks like it's going to shape up. Especially Dr. Robotnik.
So far.
Yeah.
I mean, the second movie, from just the trailer alone, it looks good. Jim Carrey embodies his version of Robotnik very well. I enjoy his version of Robotnik, Eggman, whatever you want to call him. The kind of comedic yet menacing, Robotnik. I kind of like that.
Oh yeah, man. He looked pretty cool with the mustache. And I did say during the review they have to make him fat, but at this point, I don't really care. He just looked.
I don't. That's a minor.
Yeah.
Again, that is something that you look at it, and in the back of your mind, it'll always be a criticism.
Yeah.
But because he's doing the role so well, you'll forget about it when you review it. You're not gonna bring up, oh well, he's not fat, so that deducts points. Now if he wasn't portrayed well, you might just bring it up just to spite that they fucked up, but they haven't fucked up. I think this is as good as Robotnik. Yeah, this is probably arguably better than the Robotnik in the fucking video games. So, this is like, well, maybe not as menacing as Sonic Saturn's Robotnik, but this is damn close. This is, a lot of people say, oh, it's just Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey. Maybe that's true, but it's damn good for Robotnik, and I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man, it was entertaining in the first one, entertaining in just the commercial. I was like, oh, this is entertaining. And he's bald, he got the red mustache, and he wasn't joking. He'll be back. He said, I'll be back by Christmas.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, oh shit. Yeah, it would have been boss. They was like, oh no, it's coming out this Christmas. I would have said, yeah, yo, you fucking crazy.
That'd have been day one.
Hey, I'm gonna go see it day one. That's what makes it even worse. And then there was Knuckles. I was genuinely surprised they used a mix of Boom's Knuckles and regular Knuckles. Genuinely.
You mean Boom?
Sonic Boom's Knuckles is big and buff.
And the Knuckles is basically the same size as Sonic in this movie. Slightly taller.
He looked taller.
Well, I don't know if he's like. We can't tell because Sonic was in his spinball, so we don't really know.
Yeah.
He looked about if he's taller than Sonic, it's not by much. It's maybe about like a couple inch or so.
Yeah, and then he looked like he was slightly buffer. You know, all I gotta do is add the bandages, and he's definitely Sonic. So now I'm joking.
I mean, he ain't nowhere near as buff as Sonic Boom. He's about the same as Knuckles, man.
I know, that's why I said a mix. I didn't say he was buff as Sonic, but he was buff as Sonic.
I don't even think they have it. I personally don't think there's any Sonic Boom within that Knuckles at all because Sonic Boom's Knuckles is like Knuckles. This is to me back to Knuckles' roots. This is pretty much the Knuckles we've been wanting since Sonic Adventure 2. Well, Sonic Adventure. Adventure 2 is fine,
but you know what's confusing me though? I'm not gonna lie. Why did they get the voice actor for Tails and no one else?
Well, Roger Craig Smith, like they just wanted to go a different direction, I guess.
I mean, Knuckles?
I mean, you could have got Travis Willingham,
Yeah.
I guess, to talk for Knuckles, but they wanted Idris Elba, and I thought the voice was fine. I didn't mind the voice. I need to hear it more. Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell, because when he says, do I, it sounds like an accent, but towards the end, it doesn't sound like an accent.
Yeah.
So, I need to hear him more. But to be fair, even if it's an accent, I'm not even going to be mad at that, because, let's face it, they've based the Echidna clan off a, like an African type of clan anyway. If you watch or played any of the fucking games, you see that they're basically clearly based off African culture. Even if he has an accent, I'm not gonna be upset.
Yeah,
like I wouldn't.
If he does it done, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna be like, damn. Because when I see it so far, he has the same type of power. Therefore, I'm not complaining in this.
Well, they're doing the whole power thing, which. I mean, some people criticize. I've talked to some people who say, why are they giving them powers? I say, I mean, it's not really powers per se.
Yeah.
They're basically just telling, in a sense, they're telling you, because anyone who's played Sonic, of anything, well, let me rephrase it, anything of probably of Sonic, from Sonic Heroes on down.
Yeah.
Everyone knows where Sonic is speed, Knuckles is power. Knuckles is as strong as probably Sonic is fast.
Yeah.
So that they're just saying they have quote quote powers because casuals.
I mean, yeah, because the Sonic power thing, if you recall in our review, I was like, what specifically is Sonic's power? And I still don't understand it. But at this point,
I mean, him running fast is, I guess, considered, because no one else can do it. But no, it's not like anyone else can just run fast. So, in a sense, it technically is his power. No other Hedgehog, I believe, even in other games, don't run fast. Silver doesn't run fast. Shadow doesn't run fast. Shadow has fucking jet boots and he's a robot. He doesn't count.
I mean, not really. No. Remember, Shadow the Hedgehog proved it. That's not him. That's actually Shadow.
Sure. Shadow was created 50 years ago by Gerald Robotnik.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't give a fuck about Shadow the Hedgehog. Everything from Sonic Adventure 2 on, everything from Sonic the Hedgehog on down, I don't give a shit because it completely ruined his character.
They actually did ruin Shadow, now that you think about it.
They ruined Shadow because his story came to an end. So, and this isn't even me shitting on the character. This is just me being honest. I enjoyed Shadow in Sonic Adventure 2. Outside the Knuckles and the Echidna Clan stuff, Shadow's story was one of the best written things in Sonic. And he should have stayed dead. Instead, because, he's popular, we bring him back. Then we bring Sonic Heroes, I want to give a pass because of the gimmick of the game. It's power, speed, and flight.
Yeah.
Right? I want to give him a pass. His story of not knowing if he's a clone and Robotnik having all these clones. I mean, in a sense, it makes sense. Why wouldn't he clone Shadow?
Yeah.
I want to give it a pass, but then you get Sonic Heroes. I mean, not Sonic Heroes. You get Shadow the Hedgehog, and then it pisses me off because they basically gave Shadow Knuckles' personality. It made Knuckles into a dumbass. And then after Shadow the Hedgehog, he's just there. He has no importance. Someone tried to tell me he has a very important role. No, Shadow doesn't. Shadow is nowhere near, not important at all. He literally just there because he's a quote quote hedgehog.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So they call him Sonic's rival. No, he is not.
No, they made him
Sonic's rival for all.
Always Knuckles. Always has.
They made him Sonic. They made him Sonic's rival all for 5 minutes in Sonic Adventure 2 when they said, "I'm the coolest."
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm happy to see Knuckles in this movie. I'm glad that he's, a quote quote villain with quotations.
Yeah.
It looks like they're gonna do him right, do him just. I'm sure it's gonna be some comedy with him, obviously. I'm sure they're gonna highlight his gullibleness, obviously, because that's what he is. It's just, it's amazing to me, and I mentioned this to one of my friends, that we are possibly seeing the best versions of Sonic and his team in a movie, which is ironic because 10 movie games, a lot of movie games, not all of them, tend to suck and fuck up characterization. Whereas it seems like in this Sonic movie franchise, we're actually doing the characters better than the actual games.
Yeah.
And people are calling for Shadow and Sonic 3. Sonic 3.
No.
Yawn or snore. If it's not loosely based off Sonic Adventure 2, I don't want to see Shadow in any.
This is loosely based off of 1, 2, and 3. Literally.
Well, this is technically Sonic 3. This is technically Sonic 3.
Yeah, this is Sonic 3 and Knuckles at this point.
Yeah, because we know where we're going. We should be going to Metal Sonic in the third movie.
Yeah.
If there's a third movie, it should be Metal Sonic, and that's it.
Yeah,
Done.
we almost.
But people,
technically, the first one. In fact, we skipped Sonic 2. We just Sonic. The end credits is technically Sonic 2.
Basically.
Yeah. But
so I'm happy with what we got.
Yeah.
Before we move on, did you know? I didn't know this. Did you know? You know how in the original games, Knuckles can go Hyper Knuckles, right?
Yeah.
The Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if you may not have heard this. Apparently, you do know that's been retconned, right?
Huh.
Apparently now in the new canon or wherever the fuck it is, I was watching a YouTube video about someone was talking about the decline of Knuckles. He brought it up. He brought up how Sonic could turn Supersonic, which is great, but also in the past, Knuckles, Tails, but we'll just focus on Knuckles. He had his blinking pink form, Hyper Knuckles, and then later down the line, they retconned it and said the only ones that can become super are hedgehogs.
Yeah, because of the nonsense. So he can't become Hyper Knuckles no more. Okay, that makes sense in Sonic Heroes because everybody else is in bubbles, if you can recall.
Yeah, but see, the problem is why are we making it? See, this is my problem with Sonic now. Why are we treating hedgehogs like Saiyans?
Yeah, no, that shit. And Shadow doesn't even make any sense if that's the case.
Shadow is a robot. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Sure, maybe there's a real Shadow out there. Who gives a shit? He's a fucking robot with jet boots on his fucking feet. Mm-hmm. I don't care. Why are we making Sonic characters? Why are we making this like Dragon Ball Z? Because this is literally what it is. Now everyone else is garbage except for hedgehogs.
Yeah. Then why isn't Amy cool? I'm confused.
I don't know. Why is she not super? Why is she not Super Amy? Is it the same reason why? Because we have we have females who can't turn Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And looking at you.
Even though technically
they
should be able to actually.
Well, she probably can. They just never did it. But my point is, if this is the case, Amy should be Super Amy.
Yeah.
But even then, why are we restricting it to just Hedgehog? Why can't we make importance to all characters? You're doing the same mistakes Dragon Ball is doing. Dragon Ball is now to a point where they have to shoehorn buff random people because they did everything for Saiyan. Saiyan.
Yeah.
It's sad, man.
That's why Jiren is like a breath of fresh air. Jiren and Hit were breaths of fresh air.
Exactly.
Even though Jiren is just broken.
But I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to the movie.
Yeah.
More than I'm looking forward to the fucking game.
Yeah. Again, we'll get to the game last. Next, they announced a Doom game at the awards. Wow. Wow, I didn't even know
I
that.
didn't see that one. I came in a little late
Yeah.
during the pre-show.
Yeah.
I didn't see that game announcement, but I heard about it. I went, okay, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So then there's Hellblade 2. I don't know if I'm in the minority in this, but that game was boring. Have you played that game?
I played a little bit of the first one, yeah.
Yeah, that game was boring as shit. I'm so sorry. I tell people all the time, I'm like, that game was not good. It was just boring, basic shit. And confusing in certain parts. I'm just like, yo, is she fighting these creatures for real? And if the bosses, are they really like mental things? What's going on here?
I'll be honest with you.
What?
Hellblade and a plethora of other games like they showed, I didn't give two shits about. You know why?
Why?
Most of them were just cutscenes.
Yeah,
and most of them
I was gonna get to that.
Don't release until 2023.
I was actually gonna.
I don't care.
I was actually gonna get to that. Legit, we were going to. we were going to talk about that shit. But let's get through this part first. We got Star Wars Eclipse, which was, like you said, a cinematic trailer from Quantic Dreams, and I tell people all the time, huh?
There's the one game I'll give a pass to. Not because of Star Wars. What are Quantum Dream games?
They're story games.
Yeah. But what type of games are they?
Point and click game, I guess. Point and click games?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
They're basically cinematic. They're basically choice movies, right?
Yes.
That is the only reason. The only reason. Unless Quantum Dreams is doing something different.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. But let's just say they don't.
Yeah.
Let's just say this game would be like any other Quantum Dreams game.
Yeah.
This is the only one I was fine with them just being a cutscene because Quantum Dreams just make nothing but interactive movies anyway.
Yeah, but like for me,
with a splice of gameplay like you move.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that is the only game I give a pass.
Yeah.
And not like I said because it's Quantum Dream.
Yeah.
Not Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. You're right. Yeah. They actually.
What I won't give a pass is the fact they say early development, which tells me which is going to come out first, this or the Old Republic.
Most likely the Old Republic.
Or the Ubisoft open world game. I'm banking on Ubisoft because Ubisoft.
Yeah. Next, there is the Wonder Woman game that they said from the makers of Shadow of Mordor and Shadow War. And I was like,
I'm not interested.
Yeah, I was
not
like,
interested.
I was like, you guys mean you just created Assassin's Creed again? I bet you it's gonna be the open world gameplay like Assassin's Creed. Jesus Christ.
I have no interest really in a Wonder Woman game. What are we gonna do? We're gonna run around and beat the shit out of people like we do in any other superhero game with probably a single player experience. The single player will last about 8 to 10 hours. We run around, we throw our shield, we use our lasso, we can probably fly. And yeah, it'll probably be semi-open world. And yawn, bore, and snore.
Next, it's Tunic, which actually was, this is a Zelda game. It's a fucking Zelda game. It's just
what isn't a Zelda?
Moving on.
What isn't a Zelda game?
Yeah. King of Fighters 15 announced another open beta, and then literally announced a whole ass character that's literally another character from the past. Again, like, come on, bro. They literally did this, and I'm like, you guys are serious right now. A whole character that's literally a character based off a character that is the same fucking character. He even has all the same moves, like turning his hand to a drill and doing the Akira thing. Like, come on, bro. That's so stupid. Whatever. I don't care. Like, legit. I was like, alright. And King of Fighters 15 to me is not, I don't know. I think the game is going to be trash, but we'll see. Then they announced, before I get into it, you play that game Dead by Daylight?
No.
Okay.
I don't like 4v1s. I'm not. They hold my attention for like 1 or 2 rounds. I play once as a survivor. I'll play once as a villain, and after that point, I'm done. It's not even fun anymore after the first
yeah.
one.
So Dragon Ball Breakers is probably like a who's asking for this type of thing for you, right?
Yeah, when everyone and their mom, sister, uncle, child, father, grandchildren, future grandchildren from 20 years later are asking, what the fuck is Xenoverse 3?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Breakers was confusing, and I'm still confused on why that. I was more, and even Spirit said, "Who the fuck is asking for this? Who said, who wanted this? What?" But yes,
I don't know.
We're getting
everyone is.
Huh? What are you saying? Go finish what you're saying.
I don't know. No, it's like everyone's been asking for a Xenoverse. Granted, do I think do I want a Xenoverse 3? Yeah. Is it nice that they've been supporting Xenoverse 2 for all this time? Yeah, sure. But you haven't done anything major with the game that's like, revolutionary. So everyone's been asking for Xenoverse 3 and in hopes you do these so-called, do something revolutionary with the franchise, add new races, new moves, which they do add new moves, but new races, maybe a new fighting, maybe new things here and there. Pick fighting style for your person, stuff that actually will change the fucking game. So give us Xenoverse 3, and yet you give us Breakers. That is literally a slap in the face of all your fans.
Yeah.
Bandai Namco is a bunch of fucking clowns.
Yeah, they are.
And I have a major rant on them too, because it's a fucking embarrassment that the mod scene for Xenoverse 2 can do better than Bandai Namco. It's an absolute fucking travesty.
Yeah. Same thing with Fighter Z, but so whatever. Like, cause the dude even made a mod where the Gokus and Vegeta's are one character, and they just transform into.
I don't know why we've been doing this. That's another thing too. Why have we been doing these multiple characters of one character? All I'll say is this. Bandai Namco, take a page from Bethesda. In fact, every company, take a page from Bethesda. The world knows your game gets modded, right? Just release the game with fucking mods and your problems are solved.
Yeah.
There is no way. You can't tell me you can't develop Xenoverse. Yes, the online will be fun. Then you find a way to work around that shit. It's your job. I'm pretty sure you can make it to where, unmodded game file, unmodded is the only ones that can play online. Somehow, some way. It takes some tinkering, some patches here and there, but it's your fucking job. Do everyone a fucking favor and just release the game with mods. That team has done a revamp that is 10 times better than what you've given us in the span of however long Xenoverse 2 been out. Almost 6 years now? Maybe longer?
Yeah.
They've given us more in a span of a few years with this 4th revamp. Y'all giving us in the entire lifetime between Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse 2.
What the hell is
just release the game and have mod support. Huh?
What does the revamp do?
Better character models, better aura models, new moves, some new characters, just stuff like that. All modded. It looks like look up Xenoverse 2 revamp on YouTube later, and you'll see what I mean. Absolute embarrassment.
Oh, that is embarrassing.
Just release the game with mod support. I don't see what is the problem here. If you're not going to take the time to do it yourselves, and you're going to make us garbage like Dragon Ball Breakers, just release the game with mod support, and no one's going to bitch anymore.
Yeah, no one.
I don't understand this.
No one really wants Dragon Ball Breakers. If you want Dragon Ball Breakers, good for you. But
the game looks like shit anyway. It looks stat. It looks stiff. Kamehamehas like they miss. What the fuck are you watching here?
And then there's speaking of asymmetric, they're getting a Texas Chainsaw Massacre asymmetric multiplayer game. Even though Leatherface is in Dead by Daylight.
Are these one versus survivors versus them? Are they even that popular outside of Dead by Daylight?
They don't remain popular after a minute because Predators is.
Didn't Evolve die because of that?
Evolve died for many reasons. up to and including the fact that the creators literally said they made the game to be a shopping mall for DLC, if you can recall. Yeah, Evolve died.
Where's the support coming from for these type of games? I don't understand it.
I don't know, but I'm gonna.
I don't see the hype in any of them. I don't see them being shopped around online, like talked about all the fucking time. If anything, I hear more. I see like maybe a few people playing them.
Yeah.
Then they kind of die out, and the next time you hear about it is when a new DLC comes up.
Yeah.
Where's the? They talk about for like the day of, and then maybe the day after, and that's it. You never hear about these games ever again. So what's the appeal of these games? Why everyone keep making them?
I don't know.
Let Dead by Daylight be the only one, because obviously it's somewhat successful.
It's very successful. Have whole ass pro game.
This Dragon Ball shit.
Yeah.
Who asked for this?
No one did. Speaking of, there's a Homeworld 3 game, and because of the trailer, I don't know what the game is.
Who?
It's called Homeworld 3.
I don't even remember.
I
probably zoned out at that point.
I don't know what the game is. It's a cinematic trailer.
Yeah, you can say that about a lot of games.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Then there was Expanse, which was another Telltale game. No, it's a Telltale game. My bad. Quantum Dream is making another game, which kinda didn't tell me what. I don't know what they're talking about. It's a game that's based off of a TV series.
All it is what Telltale do.
Whatever. Moving on from that is Alan Wake 2, which pissed me off mostly because it showed only a trailer, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm excited for Alan Wake 2 right now. Great. All right. And after
in 2023, man.
Yeah. Then after that, it was Final Fantasy VII Remake, the PC edition, and I was like, what?
Where's part 2?
I don't know. That's what's pissing me off. I was like,
to all the people who claim that they'll see this soon, where's part 2 and why have we heard nothing? In fact, is it even like been? I mean, I know they talk about it, but have they shown anything?
No.
You might see it in 2023 if you're lucky.
They showed off Horizon Forbidden West, some more gameplay for that, which is, just gameplay. And I was like, all right, that's facts. You showed a gameplay trailer. I mean, we've seen it a million times. They showed off Destiny 2, The Witch Queen's gameplay, and they showed off a trailer, which, at this point, I'm like, it's Destiny. If you don't know what Destiny is, it's alright.
Destiny is Destiny.
Yeah. The one that got me off guard was a little Slitterhead.
Yeah, by the person who made Silent Hill, right?
Yeah.
Let's see him doing another game.
Yeah. It looked like an action game because the person with a weapon is in the game. So I guess you can fight back.
Good.
So that was weird.
We'll see that in 2023 as well.
Yeah, literally. There's Nightingale, which looked like a fucking. I don't even know. It's a first-person survival build-em-up game. So it's Minecraft, but yeah.
Right. Minecraft with survival elements. Hip hip hooray, yawn, bore, and snore.
Then there's Lord of the Rings Golem, which I'm sorry, I don't care. I will never care about watching or playing.
Who's making that game?
I don't know. Let me see.
So many games come out that I'm like, who asked?
Daedalic.
Any of it?
Daedalic Entertainment.
That's nice.
The same people that made. Let me go look and find something that they made that actually is okay. Okay, so they're making it hard for me here. You guys gotta work with me here.
We'll just say they're making more.
State of Mind. Have you heard of that game, State of Mind?
I mean, I've heard the name. I don't really know what kind of game it was.
Okay, Chaos of Deponia. Deponia.
What? Move on. Just move on. Cause we're going to embarrass ourselves trying to look up their games.
Games published. Let's see. Okay, no, I'm just gonna fuck this game. Anywho, I don't care. Somerville. We got a Somerville, which looked like a ship game.
That's nice.
I don't know. I didn't know what it was. I literally stopped caring after I saw cinematic. I was like, yeah, fuck you. There's Cuphead's DLC finally coming the fuck out and having a release date. Finally, after being announced like 2 years ago, but it's in June 2022. So I was like, you sacks of shit.
Those who love Cuphead, I am happy for you.
Yeah, there's Warhammer 40,000, 40K, which Space Marine 2, which is great. You know, which is actually a good game made by Saber Interactive, which is sad. But it was a cinematic trailer, so I can't really give it any praise right now. Vermintide 2, also a fucking Warhammer game, which I don't know if anybody's ever fucking noticed. There's about 1 billion Warhammer games on that PlayStation Store. There's Tachia, which I didn't care. There's Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, and they showed Flash dodging a bullet up close, and I was like, no. Wow.
I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. It has co-op.
Yeah.
So that's a plus. I don't care.
Yeah,
I want Gotham Knights instead. But
you know, I'm more hopeful for this game because of Rocksteady, and less hopeful for Gotham Knights because these are the people that made Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, Arkham Origin wasn't shit. It just wasn't on par of the other ones. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure Suicide Squad will have the more money behind it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be a better game, possibly. Like I said, it has co-op, which is a plus.
Uh-huh.
I saw no UI.
Oh yeah.
Which is, you know, I don't like not seeing my UI, but it looks fine. I'm pretty sure if people pick it up, I'll probably pick it up. But for me personally, I want Gotham Knights. So
I also want Gotham Knights. I'm literally just gonna pick Red Hood. But yeah, moving on. Then there's Forspoken. Isn't Square doing Forspoken?
I don't know who's doing Forspoken. I think they're publishing it or something. They might be developing it. Either way, it looks good, and I am sold on it.
Oh, Luminous. Okay. Publisher Square Enix. Yeah. No.
I'm sold on the game. I will probably be picking the game up.
Yeah, Luminous is the same people who did Final Fantasy 15, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just say okay. Then there's Saints Row.
I have no interest.
I genuinely don't care. Like people are like, it was probably gonna be good. I'm like, no, it's not. Saints Row 2 was fantastic.
I mean, I like Saints Row 3, probably my favorite one, but
I did not like that game or 4. I hated those games with a passion. Jesus Christ, I hated those games. Moving to the next one. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Borderlands again. Alright, cool. Moving on. Among Us a VR. Alright. I get to play Among Us in 3D. And I'm probably the only person that you're going to hear say this. But who was asking for this? I just rather just play Among Us normally. You're destroying the point of Among Us. Jesus Christ. Have you seen that shit?
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah.
I just have no comment on it.
Jesus Christ, they are killing that game. They added extra characters in Genshin Impact like anybody fucking cares. In fact, no, my bad.
These are characters that we've seen. We knew this character. Anyone who plays Genshin a moniker of time knew this character was coming out. So
Yeah.
You're wasting my time showing them to us.
Yeah. Then there's Still Rising, which looks like a robot game, which reminds you of Lies of P, which is what I'm getting, by the way. It looks like a robot Bloodborne. But Still Rising, it looks like it's going to be okay. I can't wait to see what they do. Metal Hellsinger.
Make sure you check it out. We also have incredible metal screamers.
I don't even remember.
What the fuck is this game about? Okay, yeah, it's a metal shooter, rhythm shooter.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, oh. Then there's Star Trek Resurgence, which is made by former Telltale Games members. So I'm a little interested in it to see if Telltale can make a better game. They can make a better game than Telltale. Next was Rumbleverse. I don't know if you've seen that trailer, but what the fuck is that game? Is it a 3D brawler?
I watched them. I just don't remember them.
Oh, it's a 3D brawler. Okay. It's a 3D wrestling brawler fighting game. The fuck?
Hip hip. Hip hip hooray, I guess.
Alright. Then there's Plague Tale 2, which is going to be great. Dying Light 2, which is going to be great. And Crossfire, which looks like... I don't know. I can't really tell with Crossfire if I'm gonna like it or not.
Another first-person shooter, so yawn, bore, and snore. Another trying to kill COD and Battlefield probably. So once again, even though it could even be better than those two games, because those two games right now are shit.
Oh yeah.
But again, yawn, bore, and snore.
There's oh wow. There's Blood Hunt. I don't know if you've seen that Blood Hunt.
Isn't it that vampire game? Battle Royale?
Yeah.
It's
a Battle Royale. I didn't know. Okay.
I think it is, and I don't play Battle Royale, so
there's GTFO.
I have no interest.
I don't know if that's finally coming out for consoles.
Yeah, I would assume. Isn't that game like on PC purgatory for like years?
Yeah, it's on Steam. Then there's the Halo, the Halo series on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it was announced like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, not watching that. There's Rule 1. There's the Mustangs and Rocket League.
I've got all day.
Yeah, it was bullshit. Elden Ring story trailer, which was actually great because it shows that they are focusing on the story, and they finally showed that fight with that lady with the metal arms and how vicious she is. I was like, oh shit, this girl is vicious as shit. Not gonna lie though, that's probably the last boss of the game. I would not be surprised if that really is the case. I don't know if you downloaded this yourself, the Matrix fucking Awakens.
I haven't downloaded that thing yet. I ain't gonna lie.
Dog, look, that shit is so stupid. I was like, why are you not? Why? What? Who? Alright, whatever. The Wachowski brothers are shit. That's all I know. Literally, there's nothing you can do in that demo. Can't do any Matrix-like things besides fly to the top of the building. But then as soon as you try to walk on the top of the building, you get back on the street level. It's just stupid.
You can fly?
Yeah, kinda. The camera escapes the character model. That's pretty much it. They showed off more Matrix shit at the Game Awards. Arc Raiders was shown off here. I don't even know what the fuck that is. It looked like a battle royale game. I don't know.
Oh,
but it's a Patrick Soderlund game, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and say that won't be bought. Players Unknown's Battleground goes free to play after big.
Was that never free?
No, because they're fucking idiots. So they're gonna get more people to finally play the game because they were losing to Fortnite horribly.
They already lost.
Yeah, horribly.
And no one's going back to that game. That game plays horribly.
Yeah, it does. If you
Outdated.
you just gotta get very far and what's called. They announced an MMO called Lost Ark. I don't know if you've seen it, but yeah,
Has been announced already. That game's been already announced
yeah,
long ago. It's Amazon's game.
it's an Amazon game.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well,
They're publishing it.
okay. Well, Wild Fang is like, I'm sick of these MMOs. I like Bless Unleashed. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I like Lost World.
I'm not touching Bless Unleashed until my class actually comes out. So
Yeah, I'm using the Sword and Shield joint. That joint is pretty cool.
it's nice. Until an assassin class is released, I'm not touching it.
Oh, yeah. Then there's Persona 4 Ultimax, which is finally coming out to Steam with the netcode and shit. And I was like, who cares? This game came out on PlayStation 3. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
My bad. You know, I'm gonna get what's good. Before I get to this next game, there's a game called Synced Off Planet, which looked like I don't know. It looked like a Transformer style game where it looked like I don't know. I can't describe it. It looked like Outriders. Then there's that Doke v Rockstar. Was that a game or was that just a music video?
I don't know.
That was just confusing as fuck.
I could have sworn that was like the game Pearl Abyss is making, isn't it?
I don't know, son.
I know they're making some like Doke or Poke or whatever the fuck it's called. So I think that's what that was. And what they showed me didn't.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's that that game.
It's a
that
fucking Pokemon.
showed me a dance show.
Yeah,
And I'm supposed to care about a dance show, so it did nothing for me. I'm somewhat interested in the game. How about you actually show me more of the game and not a fucking music video that doesn't do anything for me?
It looks like a creature capture.
My new phrase. Huh?
Yeah, it looks like a fake Pokemon. Or
Yeah, my new phrase.
shooting.
Yawn, bore, snore.
Yeah, right. Babylon's Fall, which once they change it to what they changed
Absolutely should not be released. That game is fucking terrible.
to. What, you played the demo of it?
Don't need to play it. I watched when fight. Shout out to Fighting Cowboys for suffering. When he played the game for only 25 minutes, I know it's bad.
Holy shit.
Okay, he lasted longer on Godfall, and that game is shit. And I actually have that game.
Yeah, I have it again because it was free, which means we can.
Babylon's Fall. Usually, I don't say this about games unless I play them.
Yeah.
I looked at that game, watching him play it. I was like, "What in the hell is this?"
Yeah.
It looks like shit. Weapons on the back, blocks the characters.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Shoutouts to my cousin, Ghost, for predicting that the game is gonna be shit and being correct on that. He joined my my thing of predicting games being actually shit. There's Planet of Lana. I don't know. I just don't know. Then there's Death. I Have a Nice Death, in which I don't know. Okay, let's move on to something. One of the games I want to talk about with you is Thirsty Suitors. Have you seen that?
I probably don't even remember, man.
Yeah. So the very second I saw the trailer, it was literally it's Scott Pilgrim. It's bisexual Scott Pilgrim, literally. An Indian bisexual Scott Pilgrim. That's the best way I can describe it. And I was confused. I was like, who in the blue shit was asking for Scott Pilgrim bisexualness? But like legitimately, and I'm gonna probably get labeled a sexist or something like this, but I was like, this game is so unappealing to nobody that you legitimately just made a game for no reason. I didn't ask for an end. Like, you missed the whole point of Scott Pilgrim. You know what I mean? And I hate people who did that. Like, Scott Pilgrim was fun for a reason. Why the fuck? Why the fuck, man? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, push the agenda.
Yeah, it seems like an agenda pushed the game, and I genuinely did not care in the slightest for it. And I was like, okay. But the one thing I do want to talk about, though, Sonic Frontier. Sonic motherfucking Frontier. Oh my goodness. Are you prepared for it? You know, Galactic was like, I have faith in it. And I was like, what? Not gonna lie. I don't have faith in it in the slightest.
I have my thoughts on that.
What are your thoughts on it? Because, you know, this could be the whole podcast on its own.
I am a Sonic fan.
Everybody is.
I will always be a Sonic fan till the day I am no longer on this earth. I'll be a Sonic fan probably in the afterlife. Whatever. Okay. Whenever a Sonic game comes out, I always do my research. I always keep an eye on it because in some twisted mind, I always hope that for once we can actually get a good Sonic game. In the last, 10, 12, 15 years, there has been a plethora of Sonic games, and I'm not including the racing game.
Yeah.
Okay? We're talking about story-driven, actual, Sonic games. After Sonic Adventure 2, we've had Sonic Heroes, Sonic 06, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic Black Knight, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Lost World, Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, Sonic Forces, and I might be missing one somewhere in there. Oh, Sonic 4. And I'm not counting Sonic Mania because that wasn't made by Sonic's team.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. That list, I can count maybe 2. Maybe 3 if you want to count Sonic 4 Episode 1.
Yeah.
But 2 good games. Legitimately good. Colors and Generations.
Yeah.
Forces.
Even though Sonic Colors Remastered was completely garbage.
We're discussing the old Sonic Colors.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch the remaster.
It's so
Sonic
bad.
Lost World was a poor attempt at Mario Galaxy, and it failed.
Look.
It had some good ideas.
Yeah, Sonic Lost World, I'm not going to lie to you, right? Was and always will be one of my favorite new attempts because they tried something fucking different. And I'm not...
Let me put... I'll put Sonic Lost World like this.
Yeah.
It is a India Power shit
Yeah.
of Sonic games.
Yeah.
That is the one game I will say was at least a C-, and I am being very generous with C-.
I honestly...
So I think the controls were somewhat decent.
Yeah, I'd say C. I wouldn't even put the minus.
The controls
Yeah.
were different. Were fine. The story was...
Yeah, it was pretty stupid.
Wow.
But the story was dumb. Everything else... But the best part of the Lost World is if they had expanded upon it, or what I like to say, it was a good stepping stone. It was a good starting place. Now all Sonic Team had to do was expand upon it, and it would have probably be great right now. But instead, these idiots decided, fuck that. Let's throw it out. Let me go ahead and try again with Sonic Boom. And then they...
I think... Oh, yeah, I forgot about Sonic Boom. I thought that had power shit too.
Sonic Forces! And I'm like, Sonic Forces is fucking terrible.
This is the problem with Sonic, and I don't know... And this has really been an issue.
Yeah.
Sonic, if you think about the good titles,
Yeah.
has... You have your Mario, right? Sonic and Mario are very much are 2 mascots of 2 rival companies once upon a time. They're both platformers. They played very similar.
Yeah.
Except Sonic was a much faster pace. Now, the one thing Sonic had, I think that they need to really capitalize on is characters. Mario's characters all pretty much function mostly the same, except at one point in time in the old days, Peach had a little floating glide down. I think Luigi was slightly faster or some shit like that. Or maybe it was Toad.
He jumped higher.
Yeah, he jumped higher,
and he couldn't. He had no traction. That was his payoff.
Okay.
While Toad was faster, but he couldn't jump. He barely could jump at all.
Yeah. So, but Sonic had characters that actually benefited from being in the game. They felt better playing than Sonic.
Yeah.
You had Knuckles who could climb walls and glide,
fast.
Tails who could fly, and then in the later iterations where Mario kind of focused strictly on Mario and his band of idiots were on the sidelines doing nothing. Sonic really propelled himself in using characters. You get Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
You have, 6 fucking storylines, each with 6 distinctive characters. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, E102, and Big the Cat.
Which is
then you unlock Super Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure 2, you focus on the normal band of idiots minus Amy. You introduce Rouge the Bat, I think another robot, and of course the infamous Shadow the Hedgehog.
They introduced. No, you got to use Eggman for the first time.
Oh yeah, and Eggman. That's not the robot. It was Eggman.
Yeah.
I think. Eggman, Rouge, and Shadow.
In fact, I think that should have been a sign to the times where they couldn't think of unique gameplay for Tails, and made him do a stupid mech robot shooter thing again. Which even looking back at it, it's kind of like, so you couldn't think of 6 unique gameplays for all the characters again? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. It's just like, no.
They didn't age well, unfortunately.
No, they did not.
But the thing is, they focus on the characters.
Yeah.
Even Sonic Heroes, Team Sonic, Team Shadow, Team Chaotix, first time you've seen them in fucking decades.
Yeah.
And it seems like after Sonic Heroes, we became the Hedgehog show. We threw out all the characters that people enjoyed, the Knuckles, the Amy, Tails, and then we bring in more Shadow, oversaturated, shouldn't even been there. Sonic, of course, he's the title character. Silver, who actually, it's not even the fact they brought him in. It's the fact that they literally went the Dragon Ball Z route. Nothing but Hedgehogs and Blaze. There you go. Hedgehogs and Blaze with a snippet of maybe Shadow, Knuckles, with a snippet of fucking Tails. You may see Amy doing a little comedy spot, and that's it. And let me tell you something about these characters that they fucked up on. Shadow at that point was overused and irrelevant. Silver, he's meant for one game, and that was it. He's basically future Trunks. And on top of that, he was a terrible character because that game sucks. Blaze, what was her purpose? She was just Silver's partner in crime. Great. Done. One game. Irrelevant. They did not stick to what kind of made those games at least more bearable. The characters.
Yeah.
And this Sonic Forces. What does Sonic Forces do? You can create your own character. Well, our character sucks. Why do I want to play as my character?
Basic.
He sucks.
He's basic as shit.
Our character's the most basic of basic characters. Why would I want to use this one? So it's like, and this is my thing. So all these Sonic games, you go to the ones that were actually good. Now, Colors and Generations, they were good for other reasons. Because they brought in essence of the old Sonic mixed with elements from a little bit of adventure, and the story was pretty good. Unleashed, I have mixed thoughts on Unleashed. I felt the daytime levels, absolutely perfect. Nighttime level, get them out.
Yeah, I actually like the nighttime parts.
I didn't like nighttime. I hated nighttime. I hated it.
The messed up part is, while I like the nighttime levels, I can understand why people did not like the nighttime levels.
But the thing about Unleashed is they took that formula and they applied it to Generations and Colors, which became great games.
Yeah.
But we get to Sonic Frontier, and you're going into a world, you're going to a gameplay style that's, once again, In my opinion, you're already wrong, off on the wrong foot. Open zones, as they call it, open world or open zone game, right? Does this mean that Green Hills is just going to be there, and the casino area, the city town is going to be there? Probably not. Is the Mystic Ruins just going to be standing there in the open? We're doing open world. Once again, I believe open world games are very oversaturated. I personally believe there is no need for so many open world games. Some are great and some are bad.
Hey, give me just a second.
Me personally, this game, I want it to be good. I always want a Sonic game to be good. But the open world aspect to me is bizarre. If I am not someplace in like 10 seconds flat, it's already a failure. This is the problem with a character like Sonic in an open world game. And no reason should it take you any longer than like 2 minutes to get anywhere. They need to redeem the characters, the side characters. They need to redeem them honorably. Tails need to be redeemed. Knuckles just needs he needs to be taken back to his goddamn roots at this point. Shadow, don't want to see him. Silver, I don't give a shit. Amy, you know what? I have a soft spot for Amy. I never hated Amy. I thought she feels her real well. Put her in there. But what are we doing with this open world game? I don't know if he was here when I said it, but Sonic legitimately it should not take me no more than 2 minutes with that to get anywhere on that map.
Yeah. Wait, they said
this is the problem.
Open world?
Did
they say Frontier is going to be open world?
Yes, or as they call it, open zone. So what? Like I said, I don't know if he was here when I said, are we going to go to Green Hill Zone? Just out in the open world? Are we going to go to wherever? The Casino City? Wherever we're going.
Yeah.
Either way, it's an open world game. My problem is, look at Sonic's the character. He's fast as shit. Are we going to translate that speed to the actual open world game?
No.
Because, like I said, I should start and I should get to somewhere like that. Enemies should just fall at my feet. I'm Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. Yeah. Now I know it's not going to be that way. They gotta make it a video, but the point is, in an open world setting, it will be kind of like, I'm Sonic. Why is it taking me longer than 5 minutes to get me? And you'll have people say, well, Sonic Adventure. It really wasn't open world. It was like a sandboxy world. And even then, it didn't take you long to get anywhere. Now, you still had to take a train to the fucking Mystic Ruins, but that was a different time. That was, what, 2000?
Yeah.
I can accept it back in 2000. 2021, 2022, not so much. I want to believe, but I have doubts. This is Sonic Team. Is really an open world Sonic game something that we need?
No. What we do need.
I don't know why we just.
We just need a good Sonic game.
And it's like, you look, and this is why I don't understand. You have a blueprint. You have, I will say, 4 top quality games in your library right now that you have blueprint for. You have Sonic Colors, Sonic Generation, and you have Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Why don't you look at the blueprint and just make a good Sonic game? Emphasize the characters that everyone loves so much. The Tails, the Knuckles, Amy. Give them back what people want. I don't know. How about you do something that people have been asking for? A proper, not Sonic 06, a proper Sonic Adventure 3. How hard is that? Now, could this game give you other characters? I hope so. I would love to use Knuckles in the open world. Using Knuckles in open world and Sonic Adventure 1 in the fucking Mystic Ruins in the forest was far better than using Sonic open world, by all means. I would love it to be open world with Knuckles and Tails. Let's go back to the roots. Fuck a Shadow. Who needs him? Irrelevant. Useless. Story. Done. Who cares? Silver? Who gives a shit?
Makes sense.
I have hopes. I have no hopes. I have hopes, but I have no expectation. I want it to be good. I want it to succeed. But, I mean, look at Sonic's track record.
Yeah.
Was Forces a shit game? No, but it wasn't like...
It wasn't good.
It was basically a worse Generations. It was a worse Generations.
It was literally worse Generations.
They took Generations. They thought they could pull a fast one, and they gave you a creative character that basically was fucking pointless.
Yeah,
no one wants to create a character in Sonic.
Yeah.
You have established characters right there in your roster.
I'd rather use.
Why are we using
like Silver or something? And I like Silver.
Why are we creating characters in Sonic? That's the one game where we don't need to create characters. You have Knuckles. You have even though I don't want him in there. You have Shadow. You have Silver. You have Blaze. You have Team fucking Chaos. SBO. Where's Vector? Where's Charmy?
I have no
I
idea.
haven't seen this in Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
And what's the first question everyone said when they saw the Sonic Heroes?
But yeah, I don't know, bro. This shit was weird.
I don't know. I want hope. I hope it's good. I don't have any expectations. We saw no gameplay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't care. And it better not be Boost.
People are hyped.
Please, God, no. What Boost Swimmer is. I'm sick and tired of Boost Swimmer. That's why I actually like Lost World the way I like Lost World, because it was actually an entertaining. Like I said, it was a blueprint. It was a fucking blueprint. But
Sonic's just a hard character to do.
Dude,
no, I mean,
it's easy. It's real easy, and they keep fucking them up because they keep doing different shit, and they keep fucking it up because Sega, for some fucking reason, doesn't know how to innovate with their own fucking character, and it's so fucking strange. Hell, Yuji Naka is a prime example of a guy who cannot innovate with his own shit and really doesn't understand video games. We got fucking Balan Wonderworld. Like, get the fuck out of here.
It's like Sonic is a fast character, and it's like they don't know how to do a fast running character.
Yeah, which is fucking weird.
No, it's
just have me hold forward and have this man move fast. I don't need the boost. Let me experience a level.
Put obstacles in his way to, I don't know, man.
No more. Fuck, ayo, if this game says, and I quote this, right, and I'm telling you this now, if we are playing this goddamn game and Sonic from the past appears, it's instantly gonna get a shit rating from me. I swear to God.
Classic Sonic was fine for Generations, could have made sense. He no longer needed it.
He was not.
He no longer needed
past that game. When Sonic Force is like, oh, you get to play with 3 characters, Sonic, Classic Sonic, and your character. I was like, why not Knuckles? Why not anybody? Knuckles was leading the whole army in Sonic Forces, so why couldn't Knuckles be the character you play? Whatever, I don't care anymore.
Because they're Dragon Ball Z Sonic. They're making it all hedgehog. Mm-hmm. And then they're trying to distinct the two Sonic eras. They're trying to say, well, since Classic Sonic is the era of 2D, where modern Sonic is the era of 3D, is a fucking political agenda. But my thing is, you have established characters that people legitimately like. This is the problem with Sonic. Look what you did with, go into your archives. Look what you did with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Why were those games critically the best Sonic games you've probably ever done outside of your Sega Genesis? Why?
Because
look at the stories you told with 6 fucking characters. Even Amy fucking Rose. Hell, even the cat, though his gameplay sucked, and he was the worst to play of the 6. But look, I mean, he had a story. Not that good, but I mean.
But there's a thing though, and the reason why Sonic Adventure, to me, is gonna be always one of their greatest inventions. One, Sonic Adventure has a story told from 6 different sides. 2, if somebody has the same level, it's not the exact same fucking level. And
yeah, different objectives.
Different objectives on the same level. Knuckles and Sonic got Death Mountain, but Knuckles' Death Mountain is almost completely different from Sonic's Death Mountain, except for maybe 1 or 2 parts where it's like, okay, that's clearly. Oh hell, even E102 has Death Mountain, and his is completely fucking differently designed. They decided to design these maps differently for every character. Hell, Amy got some of the same levels, but her music is different, and it's designed differently. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
I mean, look at Rouge and Knuckles.
They have the same fucking levels. It's just differently shaped, or differently, what's it called? Both of their first levels is Sonic fucking Adventure 2. It's exactly the same, except for 1 or 2 key differences and the music. Literally, I literally tested this one time when I was a kid, when I found all 3 of the emeralds in 5 seconds. And I was like, oh, because they're literally in the same fucking spots, but the levels is slightly different. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, fuck out.
You know what? Back then, that works.
Yeah.
Back then it works, because you're more interested in the storyline.
Yeah.
I don't know if that worked in 2021.
No.
But my thing is, unlike Mario, in my opinion, I think Mario characters are far worse than Sonic's characters.
Because they don't have characters.
You have established characters here. Like, look at this. I mean, okay, we have this is why I say Knuckles should be open. Knuckles is basically transitioned. I mean, he still protects the Master Emerald, but he's a treasure hunter as well, right?
Yeah.
So this is an open world game. If you don't take advantage of that lore, what are we doing? Now, yeah, there may be some grand evil, but Sonic doesn't necessarily do things by himself. He never has. He beats Eggman by himself, but the bigger issues, he has this band of idiots. But you have characters who are beloved, who people would love to play again. I mean, honestly, if you want to truly call it, if you really want to do Sonic Adventure 3, this is it. This is now. Open world, a couple characters, you don't need 6. Hell, you can go with the basic 3, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. I don't need a Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog plays the exact same as Sonic.
Yeah.
So there's no need for him. He has no story. Silver? No. You can do so much with this game to make it good. Go back to the roots of adventure and make the story good. Now, do you need to pick the 3 characters? I mean, I don't know if you want to do 3 separate stories. You probably could. But you have... Go with your strengths. Your strengths are your characters because you built these characters up before. Make people remember who Knuckles is. Everyone looks at Knuckles now as a fucking dumbass from Sonic Boom.
Oh yeah, they fucked him over.
Like, look at Knuckles from the movie and look at Knuckles in the last 5 years. Like a completely different character.
Yep.
And not in a good way. Like Sonic Adventure to Sonic Adventure 2, they altered his character, but it made it somewhat more believable.
Yeah.
You know? While he was he didn't sit on that fucking island anymore. He said, fuck this shit, I'm gonna take this Master Emerald, channel this, carry it around, and go treasure hunting. You know? He doesn't really fight with Sonic. He still... I mean, really, if you really listen to... And this is why I love Sonic Adventure 2. If you listen to Sonic Adventure 2's Knuckles' themes, every song on his stage, it's basically him talking to you.
Pretty much.
If you listen to his music, it's him describing how he's feeling on the stage.
Which is great.
Like, what was it? One of the levels, he's looking for the master, and we talk about Sonic. You know me, you don't get along.
Yeah.
But, you know, he had a voice talking to him as Sonic. Saying, you damn right! Yes, they were cussing in the game, in the lyrics for Knuckles. Yes, clowns.
Wait, which map was
well,
that?
I said mild lyrics on the box.
Which one was that one?
What level was that? It wasn't Meteor Herd. It was which one was the Ghost? I think it was that one.
Ghost Mountain.
I think it was that one. If it wasn't that one, it was another one. But it was like, cause it wasn't really a song. It had a beat, and then it would transition to him basically just saying, "Sonic, you know me, you don't get along." and this and that. And then he will the rapper would talk as Sonic and basically say, "I'm just here to help you," some shit. And then like he says, "As Sonic, you damn right, Knuckles," or some shit like that. But it was very good because you know Knuckles' reactions, you're knowing his emotion. I mean, in the first level, he even says he admits he listens to it. Yeah, Rouge, she's sexy and smooth.
Yeah.
So it's like so much storytelling in that. And Sonic Frontiers and Sonic games going forward could be so much better if they focus on what they have the strength of, and not as the characters that is presented. Bring in a Team Chaos. Bring in a fucking, make something different for Shadow that actually makes fucking sense for once in my life. Do something with the strengths instead of just saying, okay, here's Sonic. Here's gimmick number 1, gimmick number 2. Here's Sonic. There's a band of idiots. Oh, we'll throw Shadow in there because he's popular. Oh, people love creative characters, but we don't need a creative character. We'll throw him in there too. And here's some gameplay because we're going to recycle generations and think it'll be good. No! Tell these characters in the proper way. You have a Sonic movie that's coming out next year that should be good. And I hope Frontiers, whether it's a solo Sonic game or not, hopefully it's good and they focus on, even in a solo Sonic game, you can make the characters be somewhat fucking respectable. But people are going to ask to play as Knuckles, Tails, Amy, Shadow, etc., etc., etc. I don't know, man. We knew there was a new Sonic game coming out. We didn't know what it was until now. It's going to be open world.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful. I hope it'll be good. But I have no expectation.
I don't either, and I don't care.
I'm almost borderline don't care. And quite frankly, I'll keep an eye on it until I see gameplay. I have no real opinion on it.
True.
Gameplay and UI, not just fucking gameplay. I need a UI. Everyone said, "Oh, gameplay, no clowns. I need UI." Very important. No one understands how the UI is very important. It's important to me. What's on that screen can impact my fucking gameplay. If I see boost bar on there, wow, we need a boost bar with Sonic. He's supposed to be naturally fucking fast. Don't need boost. Do I see a character switcher? What's the health? Where the ring bar? What is all these different things? It's gonna be health. It's gonna be rings again. What are we doing? I want to see all these things, not just a empty screen of gameplay. Is the open world going to be empty? Is it going to be a lot of enemies? It needs to be a lot of enemies. It might not have empty open world. Failure. Open world is boring. Failure. Dynasty Warrior non-type open world. Failure. I don't give a shit how good it plays. Failure. Automatic. Done. 0 out of 10. So until I see those things, can't really get hype.
Yeah. And then there is one last thing. How the fuck did It Take Two win Game of the fucking Year?
That was a shocker. I thought it would be definitely for Resi, but
all right.
You know why? You know why It Takes Two made Game of the Year?
Why?
Because couples play it.
Okay, that makes sense.
And this of the games up that list is the most casual. And generally speaking, if there's a casual game on that list that can be played co-op or couples, it will probably always win 9 times out of 10.
Okay. And then one last thing. I don't know if you've noticed this, because I think it's been fucking bugging me too. Have you noticed games lately just been one-hitter quitters? They could be fantastic, but genuinely a lot of people are only going to play them one time.
Yeah. Because a lot of games are only worth one playthrough.
Dude.
They're not worth anything else. There's no substance.
I like Guardians of the Galaxy, but that game, after I beat it, I had no purpose of going back to go play it again.
Why would you?
No reason. I literally got all the outfits I needed and wanted from it, and I was like, okay. And I traded the shit.
You can't play as Gamora. You can't play as Drax, and you can't play as Rocket. So what the fuck is the point playing the game again?
I don't know. And
I mean, it's almost the same with Scarred Nexus a bit. I love Scarred. Scarred Nexus was a great game,
Yeah.
I beat it with the dude. I got a little bit in there with Kasane, but Kasane, I mean, ultimately, outside of later parts, it's almost not worth playing with her again.
Oh.
Like I gotta do all the shit that I did with Yuito,
Yeah.
like all the side stuff, like the talking to the friends and all that. I gotta do all that shit again with Kasane. Yeah, it'll be slightly different, but ultimately, Kasane playthrough outside of a few cutscenes maybe here and there, I can YouTube that shit. That's the problem, man.
I
It's
literally
like
YouTube that one cutscene where what's his name with the dude with the sword was fighting in the street, and you saw her point of view. I literally looked at her point of view. And was like, oh, okay.
yeah, it's the problem with games is that you'll play it, and unless there's like like builds or something like that, there's really no need to play it more than once. This is why Dark Souls games are probably some of the best games this generation. They're probably the most replayable games of all time in this generation.
Yeah.
Because there's substance. There's you feel like there's a reason to play them. And more important, actually, fuck that. More importantly than builds and substance, they're just fun. And a lot of games, they're fun for that initial first play. You go play it again, and you're like, it ain't fun anymore. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Back in the days, games were legitimately fun to a point where you would play a Rayman game 2-3 times because you genuinely loved playing the game. Yeah, sure, you enjoy playing Scarlet Nexus, but once you play Scarlet Nexus once and you go game with another character, it's the same shit. The character it's the exact same thing, and it's not that fun anymore. With Rayman and stuff like that, yeah, they did the same thing, same levels, but there was a certain charm about the games that the games have lost over time. Not all games are like that, but a lot of them are now. They don't have. They have that charm for that first,
Playthrough.
first playthrough. You can do half of a second one, and then at that point, you're like, okay, okay. There's nothing new here. You can up the difficulty, but what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
The charm. There's no charm. So, it's even it's just if it doesn't have builds or stuff like that, replaythroughs aren't really needed.
Yeah, like I said, I noticed that, and I noticed that is a serious problem nowadays with a bunch of games. Because, again, like I said, I like a lot of games. It's just when I'm going, well, I don't need to play this anymore. I'm fucking bored. I'm not gonna play this again. It doesn't make any sense.
And a lot of times, I'm not saying games are either now too short or too long. There's really no games really like in the sweet spot.
Yeah, not even,
You have games like Persona that go on for hours, but that's maybe a story-driven game.
Yeah.
Those games are meant to go long. But then you have a lot of the games that come out, they either go too short or they feel too long. And you wonder to yourself, well, shit, when the fuck is this ending? So when you get to that point, that's when you know the game isn't really doing it for you anymore. Scarlet Nexus, I wouldn't say I got that feeling too much, because I acknowledged the fact that I was doing side stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to unlock all the things for Yuito, so that enhanced my gameplay. But I believe I beat the game in about 30 hours, or so. But it just feels like some games are too short. Some games are too long, and maybe they're not even that they're too long, but ultimately they don't hold you for that long. These games are good for like a couple hours, and then at that point it becomes old hat. Rinse, repeat. No real. I mean, there may be a challenge, but there's no like severe challenge. It's just kind of by the numbers. There's no real anything. Tales of Arise is a great game, but it's really by the numbers. The story is by the numbers. I'm not playing that game again. I believe.
Oh yeah, I already feel like once I beat Tales of Arise, I'm not playing it again. As soon as they said as soon as they didn't show you get a trophy for beating it on a harder difficulty, I'm like, no reason.
I mean, there's no point. I have no. Listen, I played that whole game. First, I started as moderate, and then I went to normal.
Yeah.
I realized there was no trophy for putting it on anything else. I was just gonna put it in hard mode. Then I saw a trophy that said, let's play it on moderate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got to the end of the game about 2 months ago. I purposely didn't beat the game until around Endwalker.
Mm-hmm.
They released easy mode, very easy mode. Still don't really, I looked at them. I looked at myself like, I don't give a shit about this. There's no trophy. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I put it on very easy, just because it wasn't something I didn't care. Number one, number two, just wanted the game beaten, and two, the game was by the numbers. Story-wise, was by the numbers. If you watched any anime in your life, you could predict that entire game from start to finish, and not in a good way.
Like you could tell,
So
Shion and Alphen is gonna fall in love. Oh no!
I mean, the whole game is by the numbers. Not that doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
It's just I've seen so much anime that for me it doesn't hit the mark. For me, it's I'm like a Nostradamus over here.
Yeah.
It's a very good game. Deserved RPG of the year. But that's a one and done game. Now I could do it for like maybe I can maybe play get the extra stuff. But what's the fucking point? I don't give a shit about this. I'm not gonna play on. What's the point? Why am I playing on hard mode for? There's no trophies for hard mode. Anything.
Yeah. Once I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm done. We're done here. We're done here, Johan.
But yeah, a lot of games are like that, and that's why I think Souls games, no matter what people may say, I don't give a shit who agrees or disagrees. They're some of the best games of the PS3 on up era. Just because of the amount. I mean, yes, it's the same thing, same bosses, same loot, but the games change how you play based on the build that you're doing. If you're playing like me, all Souls games I play speed Dexy boy, which means I do maybe a shit ton of fucking damage, but if I get hit, I get hurt. Yeah. You play a different style of that than you would if you're playing Big Chungus over here with fucking heavy armor and a greatsword. Yeah. So it constantly changes, which gives you a different game plan, which makes you want to play over and over again because you're trying different things. A lot of games don't have that. A lot of games they're one note. They are good, and then when you get to a point where you're like, all right, then you just get to a point where you just want to beat the game, and then you're done.
Pretty much. And
there's no need to go through it again. And this really, there's no co-op, so that doesn't give you extra incentive. I think some games should have co-op to give people some extra incentive, to play games longer. Maybe games don't do that, and the ones that do the co-op is usually lackluster anyway.
Yeah. A game I'm surprisingly I can't wait for? Fucking Stranger of Paradise. Surprisingly.
I have mixed thoughts on Stranger of Paradise. That is a game. So, this is just from the beta.
Yeah.
That I played.
You said the updated beta was better.
I mean, I know there was two. There was one, and there was another one that came. I've played both of those.
Yeah, the first one was trash. Second one you said was better. What gave me hope.
Yeah.
But good.
But the thing with that game,
rent that shit.
The thing with that game is that there's really no See, I don't know if I would play that game multiple times.
Yeah.
Because the game, Final Fantasy, is a game made to where you're meant to kind of be every class. Yeah. Because there's really no there's no skills point distribution. There's skill points in terms of unlocking different skills for the weapon that you're using, in the class that you're using, but there's no real skill distribution. Meaning, you're not gonna play Neo, for example. Ironically, same company, but in that game, you're putting points in the strength, you're putting points in the dex. You need to make a decision on what you're going to do, because eventually, if you have too much points in dex, you're not going to do good with, say, a giant sword or something.
Yeah.
So that is what you're sticking with. Whereas Final Fantasy, all you have to do is level up that class. At least for now, from the base. So you just take Ninja, or Rogue or Thief, and level up Thief. Then you just swap over to Dragoon, level up Dragoon. Then you have everything on that one character, and you can just mix and match. And you either become a caster or you're a melee. There's not real difference there in terms of making me want to play it again. There's really no real stat distribution because I can just put that. Now you can say the same thing about the Neo games where you can just open up a book and reset the stat points. But that's a little bit different because in that game, you know, you're doing that to find out what's best for you, and that's the only way to really do that. Where in Final Fantasy, Discerning Paradise, you can just take the class and level it.
Oh yeah.
And you'll have the moves, you'll get a general idea right from the jump. You ain't gotta go here and reset a book, get points in proper areas to see if you're doing enough damage to make it worthwhile. So I don't know if it'll be a 2-time thing. It's definitely gonna be a co-op game if people buy it. I don't know when I would buy it, but you know, who knows? It may change things.
Treasure of Paradise is multiplayer?
You can play the entire game like Neo 2, co-op.
Oh, okay. Well then.
So you can play the game start to finish, and that's when. So then at that point, if you invite me, you're Jack, and then you can give me whoever the other character. That's the only way it seems like you can play other characters in the game.
Oh, okay.
So. I mean, it might be I said that about Mia too. How I'm trying to swap and so happens. Anything can change. As it stands right now, I'm trying to turn I may pick up a co-op and I'll probably be one. They have like different things.
Yeah.
I played different because I mean, yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Alright. Well, that being said, I think it's time we wrap this up. Did you have anything else you wanted to add before we go our separate ways, sir?
What? No, I wish we saw Gotham Knights. We did not.
Oh, we did not.
I don't really have much. I mean,
yeah, that was weird.
Just hope that only thing I can say, man, is I'm tired of video games showing me shit.
And they don't really show you
like
anything.
2 years away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they expect you to be hyped. And like, why am I hyped?
Like, get hyped for this trailer. And I'm like,
yeah, a trailer of a woman walking in grass. Great.
yeah, shit like that bugs me. So that shit.
One last question though.
What?
Last question before we go up there. Which Star Wars game you think comes out first? Quantum Dreams, Knights of the Old Republic remake, or whatever the fuck Ubisoft's going with the open world game?
Knights of the Old Republic. It's technically already done. They just gotta redo shit.
But you think that will be out first?
That will be out first. If not, something is fucking wrong with life, and I have no idea what's going on anymore.
But this is a remake, not a remaster. It's completely redone. It's like basically Resi 2.
Oh,
or Resi 4. It's Resi 4. We never spoke about that. Do you see the leak image? Wesker.
Wesker's in Resident Evil 4.
I mean, he was always in Resident Evil 4. He played Separate Ways.
No.
Oh, you never played Assignment Ada or Separate Ways?
Nope.
Did you ever have him on PS2?
Nope.
Well, that would explain why. Yes, if you have Resi 4 or anything other than GameCube, you had Assignment Ada in Separate Ways, which pretty much shows you everything Ada was doing. Basically, when Leon was on the island, basically.
Okay.
And Wesker is in that part. He talks to Ada.
Okay.
So, DC Douglas, the voice of Wesker, leaked some concept footage of Wesker as he would appear in Resident Evil 4, which pisses me off because his arm is damaged.
What?
And if you're wondering why I'm pissed off that his arm is damaged, is because something happened in Joe Veronica. That you remember when he fought Alexa, he got his arm burned or whatever. So, there's that. Great, thank you for having that in there. If that is where it's from, and not giving me a fucking remake of that game. But so it looks like Resi 4 will be announced at some fucking point, and that's all I had to say. That's pretty much it. You can look at the concept art; it's out there. Just type in Resident Evil 4 leak or some shit.
All right. If that's the case, we're good to go. I'm gonna have to say thank you, sir, for coming by. And good God, I'm tired. But all right, you have a good one. Everybody else, you also
good one too, sir.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
damaged.
What?
And if you're wondering why I'm pissed off that his arm is damaged, is because something happened in Joe Veronica that you remember when he fought Alexa, he got his arm burned or whatever. So, there's that. Great, thank you for having that in there, if that is where it's from, and not giving me a fucking remake of that game. But so it looks like Resi 4 will be announced at some fucking point, and that's all I had to say. That's pretty much it. Like, you can look at the concept art; it's out there. Just type in Resident Evil 4 leak or some shit.
All right. If that's the case, we're good to go. I'm gonna have to say thank you, sir, for coming by, and good God, I'm tired. But all right, you have a good one. Everybody else, you also
Good one too, sir.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is, of course, the wildest of the guys, the things. And I believe Darkwave is here joining us.
What do you mean you believe? We just spoke about 2 seconds ago off air.
Did we speak? Or were you imagining?